If I asked you if you wanted to run a marathon with me this weekend, assuming I was in condition to run a marathon, which by the way is 26 miles, unless you're someone who's been training for a marathon or you're just somebody who's like kind of up for anything anytime, you would likely say no. But if I asked, hey, do you want to go for a walk this weekend? You're probably okay with that. And then if we walked for a few weeks in a row and I said, hey, what do you think about maybe doing a 5K? You might be open to doing a 5K. And if we did a couple of 5Ks, at some point if I said, hey, do you want to do a half marathon? You're probably okay with that. And then at some point I might say, hey, we've done a half marathon, we've done a bunch of 5Ks. What do you think about doing a marathon? You might be interested in doing that. Now, what's different between this weekend and 6, 8, 12 months from now? Now, one answer is obviously you'd be in better shape. But I think the bigger answer is your mindset. Your belief has changed. You went from thinking that this weekend you can't do a marathon to a year from now thinking, sure, I could do a marathon. And it's actually not true. You could actually do a marathon this weekend. Now, it might be really ugly and it might be really painful, but you're probably capable of one way or another going 26 miles. Might take a really long time, but it's doable. But you don't believe that you can do it, or you don't believe you can do it in a reasonable amount of time or without a lot of pain, whatever, but it's about belief. See, we limit ourselves by what we believe. And you can't just say, oh, I'm going to believe and I'm going to do these big things and I believe I can do these big things, because we can't fool ourselves. Even though we try to fool ourselves, sometimes we just can't fool ourselves, and we know in our heart we really can't pull that off. So how do we grow belief? Well, it's that example of doing that little bit and then going for the next piece. If we walk a little bit, we can probably do a 5K. Do a couple 5Ks, could maybe do a half marathon. Half marathon, could probably do a marathon. See, we build up belief by achieving. When we achieve something, then we can grow our belief. So just because you don't think you can today doesn't mean you shouldn't have those big dreams, and doesn't mean you can't achieve those big dreams. It just means you might not be ready to believe that you can right now. So start with something smaller and start achieving that smaller thing, keeping your eye, or maybe just in the back of your mind, on that really big thing. But don't get too concerned about can you or can't you do that big thing. Stay focused on these smaller things and keep growing your belief. As you grow your belief, you'll be able to grow your achievements.